When it comes to man and woman and the communication between them, it oftentimes comes to misunderstanding and mistakes in communication. Hey loves, my name is Lea and today we are going to talk about understanding each other. A quick disclaimer in the beginning, I'm not talking about a specific person. It's just what I realized in general about masculine thinking and feminine thinking. Because I'm a woman and I see that sometimes men and women think completely different. And this leads to stress, to disharmony, and we don't want that, right? Problem and solution. So when it comes to problem solving, what I realized, men are more pragmatic. They see a problem, they find a solution. Women also find solutions, but we are oftentimes more driven by our emotions. We feel things and we maybe get angry, we are getting sad, and we feel it very intense. When a problem comes into our life, we don't directly see clear, we just need to wait a little bit so our emotions relax. And then we will find a solution. But men are more pragmatic. They see a problem, solution. So this could lead to misunderstanding because maybe a man would think, oh, why is she so dramatic? That's just because she is more emotional in this moment. I'm not saying that every woman is like this, and I'm not saying that every man is like this. I just say what I realized in general and what also helps me to understand men more. Because, in my opinion, we think differently. So if you are in a relationship and you are having a problem, don't be mad at the other person for the way they are handling the problem. Maybe someone needs to take more time. Maybe someone needs to relax so they can see clear. You know, sometimes when we are in our emotional feeling, we don't see clear. We need some time so we can see the solution. But other people are super pragmatic. They see the solution directly, but everyone is different. And I think it's so important to see that. We are oftentimes in our own zone, in our own thinking. And we are thinking to ourselves, oh, why is this other person behaving like this? I would not behave like this. Yeah, but that's life. We are all differently in thinking what I think is beautiful. And we need to understand the other person more and give them more time to see the solution. I think when growing up, women and men are raised differently, not only by their parents, but also by the society. So a woman can cry, talk about their problems, can look for help, and it's fully okay. Like for society and also for their parents, it's fully okay that she has emotions and that she's crying maybe. But I think when a man is raised and is growing up in society, there are a lot of things put on the shoulders of this man because they need to be strong. There's this one thing that many people say, yeah, strong men don't cry. So they have this massive weight on their shoulders because if they want to look for help, they are not taken serious sometimes. And I mean, I realized it when I was reading newspaper articles. Someone was abused and it was a man. He was so scared to look out for help, to look out for therapy. Because when he went to the police and he tried to tell them that he got abused, they just laughed at him because he's a man. They don't take it serious. I know that many people also don't take women serious when something bad like this happens to them. But in general, I think men have this weight on their shoulders that they should not show emotions, they cannot be sad, they cannot be depressed. If something bad happens to them, they should not go and look for help because, you're just a man, you will go through it, you are strong. But what does it mean for a man? If he has problems, he is keeping it in his mind because since he started to grow up, that's the way it was going, right? He was going through something and he kept it to himself because if he would talk about it, people would not take him serious. So when a man is going through problems, he is not talking about it. And we as women, we find it irritating. Like, why is he so quiet? Like, why is he not saying anything? Because we, if we have a problem, most of the times, we directly want to talk about it. But men are different because they were raised different. And society also has a big imprint on them. So we need to understand it more and have more empathy for each other. Because what can also happen, if a woman is very, very emotional, a man could think, what is up with her? It's so annoying. Why is she always crying? Why is she sad all the time? Why is she getting angry all the time? This could lead to many misunderstandings, and your whole relationship could tear apart because of it. But we always need to realize that everyone is raised different, everyone has other problems, and not everyone is behaving the same. What I also think is very important to say, if you take a look at studies about suicide rate, the suicide rate of men is immediately higher than women's suicide rate. Because oftentimes men are not looking for help because they are trapped in their own mind. They don't want to talk about it because they think it's weak. So they don't go to therapy. Women go to therapy. I mean, not everyone, but they are most likely to look for help. Another thing that I realized, and I think it's shocking, is that it's like becoming trends to hate the other gender. These trends that you see on Insta or other platforms where women are saying, ugh, man, I hate men, and stuff like this. This is not the way it should go. There are men that are bad and there are women that are bad. If you are going out in this world with this mindset that everyone is bad, like men are bad, nothing more, you will not meet someone who's good. I'm telling you, because you need to go out there and take your time to get to know a person, and then you can decide if this person is good or bad, but not on their gender. Don't say like every man is bad, every woman is bad. As I already said, there are men that are bad and women that are bad. But if you are just closing your eyes, walking around with this mindset, you will not find someone good for you. Just be open-minded, and also, what I think is very essential, if you want to have a good partner, you also need to be a good partner. You cannot like fool around and do bad stuff and hope to find someone good. This is not how it's working. If you want something good in life, you also need to be good. If you want a warm-hearted person, you also need to be a warm-hearted person. So in conclusion, I think it's very important to function together as a team, because this is what makes the dream work. If you are together, you are strong. But if you are behaving bad and you are not understanding the other person and you will just make the life of each other hard, you can ruin each other's life. So be aware of that, and also understand the other person and be okay with them having another perspective of life as you. Because we are all different and we are thinking different, we were raised different, and it's okay that people are not thinking like we are thinking. So this was it with my video, loves. I hope it helped a lot of you. And always remember, spread love and positivity. You are not working against each other, okay? See you in the next video. Bye bye.